Good evening, I'm Devin Feely. Your stories tonight on the Primetime edition.
We're not going to wait 8 months for a recall opportunity.
This is not about public safety.
Dueling rallies get heated as Alameda County supervisors decide the fate of the campaign to recall DA Pamela Price. Now, Price herself is fighting back.
With the Biden administration taking another step towards reclassifying marijuana as a less dangerous drug, we all wonder what will be the impact at dispensaries like this one. More details coming up.
Police pushing back against protesters taking over college campuses, the latest on the demonstrations that have already led to more than 1,000 arrests.
Nice weather across the Bay Area for this last day of April. We've got a little warm-up in store for the first few days of May, but some big changes for the weekend. I'm tracking it all in the First Alert forecast.
And hundreds of jobs are up for grabs, but will recent attacks on the job turn applicants away?
It's something that, you have to assess risk with anything you do.
From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Primetime Edition on KPIX Plus.
Good evening, I'm Devin Feely. These are tonight's Primetime headlines. In Oakland, 2 people are in custody after a pursuit involving 2 different vehicles through city streets. Oakland police say that their helicopter was following a suspected stolen vehicle. Our chopper was over the scene as well. We saw a black SUV speeding past cars near the Oakland airport. Now, at one point, the driver abandoned the SUV. He walked through the neighborhood, met up with somebody, and both of them got into a white station wagon and drove off to another neighborhood. That's when police tracked them down and made that arrest. Former President Donald Trump was found in contempt for violating his gag order today as his hush money trial continues in New York City. He was fined $9,000 for violating it 9 times. Meanwhile, Keith Davidson, an attorney who represented Stormy Daniels and Karen McDougal, took the witness stand for the prosecution. Davidson recounted negotiations in the months leading up to the 2016 election over deals for both of those women. Trump denies claims that he had sexual relations with Daniels or McDougal. Trump has pleaded not guilty to 34 felony counts of falsified business records. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken is in Israel today, urging Hamas to accept the latest ceasefire proposal. But Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's comments could put those talks at risk, saying that Israel will invade Rafah regardless of a ceasefire deal. The Biden administration has pushed Israel not to invade the city in southern Gaza, where more than 1 million Palestinian civilians are sheltered. And taking a live look outside in San Francisco, beautiful sunset. Let's go and get a check of our First Alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Paul Hagan.
Devin, just a really nice day to finish off the month of April, including a nice end to the day. This is our time lapse looking from Salesforce Tower towards Sutro Tower. The towers just looking at each other. And this is the few hours leading up to sunset. Hardly a cloud in the sky, just a little bit of sea smoke occasionally wafting through with that onshore breeze. But a beautiful sunset across the entire Bay Area this evening. Temperatures today were almost exactly average for the last day of the month. Let's take a look at those observed high temperatures from earlier today. Made it up into the low 70s in the Santa Clara Valley. Some of the warmer spots were farther inland into the mid 70s in a few locations.